What's up, Sneaky Nation? Sneaky P here, back with all the news after week number 1 of the preseason here in our Tennessee Titans, now Columbus Aviators franchise, where the Aviators picked up their first win against the New York Jets. It was a turnover-filled game. Both defenses really stepping up and making quite a lot of plays. The Aviators defense stepping up even more so, forcing 5 interceptions. Now, 2 of those were late game passes or at the end of the half and the end of the game. But still, getting 5 interceptions, you know, this is a defense that really did not get a lot of interceptions last year. So to see them stepping up early on, even if it's only preseason against a backup quarterback, it's still nice to see that this team has come to play this year. Offensively, we had turned the ball over a little more than we would like. However, Mariota didn't play a whole lot. You know, we didn't see a lot from our backups in that regard. Definitely has me a little bit worried. If Mariota were to go down, I don't know that we're going to have a solid replacement like we did last year in Whitehurst. That's something we're going to have to consider throughout this preseason. If these rookies don't pan out, we might actually have to sign a vet to fill in that backup spot. We'll just kind of see how the rest of it plays out. Next up, we have the Chicago Bears, and it's going to be our first home game at Aviators Field. I am stoked to see how that is, how the stadium looks and everything like that. We do have some trade offers for Jason McCourty. Now, I don't know that we're going to trade him. He's the best cornerback that we have overall-wise. However, he really didn't step up a lot for us last year and got burned on a lot of big plays. And that is part of the reason we added him to the trade block. You know, we really weren't feeling things, but I think we put him on the trade block before the draft. We were kind of hoping to get a better cornerback than we ended up getting. So it might not be ideal to trade him at this point. We do have some depth at the position that's not a whole lot worse than he is, though, and that's something to consider. I mean, obviously, we have some options of third-round picks here, and we could definitely add a very solid player for a third-round pick. I'm not going to trade him yet. I'll kind of wait to see what everybody else thinks in the comments below. Just let me know. For now, I think we'll be okay keeping him. And we can have some time to think about it. See if some of our other cornerbacks continue to step up in the preseason. You know, we saw Ray Wilson get 2 interceptions. If he has another game like that, he's going to earn his spot up the depth chart a little bit. And in turn, could make it so McCourty is a target that we could trade, a player that we could trade away. Harden and Chapman each got touchdown passes in their NFL debuts. I was stoked about that. Didn't see a lot from Elmore, our backup running back here. Defensively, didn't see a whole lot from the rookies in that regard either. We did see a big play from Huff. I was stoked with that. We saw Stafford, obviously. Dre Kirkpatrick, our free agent signing, had an interception as well. And Ray Wilson stepped up big time. So it was kind of cool to see all that. Let's go ahead and check out the Bears lineup here. Every team in our Division 1. And look at our logo there. I absolutely love it. I love looking at our logo there. We had to check out the Jets lineup in that previous game simply because it was the first one. But now we can get back to our regular thing of checking it out. And once again, we are going up against another rookie quarterback here. Max Austin from Penn State, 79 overall. Nick Foles is going to be his backup, and David Fales. All right, interesting quarterback change that they have here in Chicago, but another rookie quarterback to start things off. Doug Martin is going to be the running back for them. Kadeem Carey going to be the backup running back. At fullback, David Johnson. At wide receiver, Alshon Jeffrey and Kevin White. 2 great young players here, and definitely capable of making some big plays. We're going to have to keep an eye on them. They have a rookie Stead down here. Stead. Martellus Bennett, a great tight end, followed by Craig Stevens. Oh, man, there's Craig Stevens. Pretty familiar with him. Bruce Campbell going to be the left tackle. Not a great left tackle. DeCastro's a great left guard, though. He's a right guard. He's playing a left guard here. Not a great offensive line that we're seeing outside of DeCastro and Long right now. So overall, this is definitely a team that we could potentially, you know, put some pressure on their young rookie quarterback, force him into mistakes, and maybe get another big interception game like we saw last week. Checking out their linebackers, McPhee at middle linebacker. They have John Bostic and Trevathan, a guy a lot of people wanted me to pick up. We didn't do it, and he ended up signing with the Bears. Cornelius Washington going to be that right outside linebacker. Tim Jennings, a guy capable of getting interceptions. Janoris Jenkins, Kyle Fuller, and that's going to round out their pretty solid corners there. After that, it gets a little bit weak, and we have a lot of depth at wide receiver and can potentially take advantage of some matchups in that regard. Antonio Allen at free safety, DeJon Gomes, probably Gomes. I don't even know. Don't even know. You guys know. You know what I'm trying to say. Here we go. Centennial Woods. That's actually a guy that we were scouting quite a bit. Let's go back and look at what his running back rating is. And he is going to be way down here. He's a 75 overall, but they have a lot of depth. Very interesting to see him this far down the depth chart. You wonder if they'd consider trading him. Obviously, I don't need to make a trade. I'm pretty comfortable with who we have there. But it is interesting to see such a good young prospect that far down the list. There's really not a whole lot to go over right now. We're in preseason still. So we're just going to go ahead and advance to the next week. Guys, thank you so much for watching this episode. If you are excited about this season, please smash that like button. It definitely helps me out a lot. And I will see you guys in week 2 as we take on the Bears. Later.